It's your female. And I'm actually still in England, sorry about that. I know I said before the other video would not be it would be the last video of me in England, but I'm still here for a few more days and I gotta release this video. I gotta tell you about this thing. So I'm going to be taking a small break today from talking about the crude, the lewd, and the absolute obtuse, that didn't rhyme, in the anime sphere, and talk about a series that I have found recently that I just genuinely, I have not been able to put down. I've been completely obsessed with reading. Initially, I made this channel just to talk about some of my most favorite manga that deserve more attention anyway, so I'm literally just, England is just bringing me back to my roots, dog. Let's talk about drugs. Now, the process of having or doing drugs in the anime manga sphere is already quite a very rare occurrence. But imagine a manga completely about the making and distribution of drugs. And not just any type of drug, but one that is quite still unknown, at least to me, and very niche: opium. And the manga I am talking about that is completely all about that is called Manchuria Opium Squad. Now, when I first came across this, I was very shocked. I read the description. It was a very minimal description. It was just essentially a Japanese soldier learns how to make opium and decides to jump into the drug trade in China. And that is probably one of the shortest descriptions of any manga I ever really came across, but I was hooked. Learning how to make opium, something I already don't know a lot about, and just having a manga completely about making it, it's unheard of. Now, the manga takes place in the early 1930s when Japan invaded Manchuria, which is a region of China. I might be butchering these names, excuse me. The story begins with a very young Japanese soldier named Isamu, who has an extremely great sense of smell. He can identify things easily, and he has also an expansive medicinal knowledge. He was drafted into the army and his entire family had to move to Manchuria, where he, during his invasion with other soldiers, was gravely wounded. So due to that, he was able to be released from the army. But he still lived in Manchuria because his mother became extremely ill with the plague. Now, their entire family is extremely poor and they couldn't afford any of the medicine to help his mother try to survive. So with his expansive knowledge and coming across a poppy field, he decided his hand at making opium, one of the biggest, or best-selling definitely at the time, drugs in all of China. And because he has such an extreme knowledge of medicine as well as an exuberantly great sense of smell, he's able to make some of the most pure and best opium that the likes of China has never seen. And that is just the beginning. If I keep talking, there's so many spoilers, so much shit happens. Now, of course, this probably sounds extremely familiar to you in a way that you're like, huh, I'm pretty sure I almost seen this exact same fucking plot before. And that can be none other than the best show in the entire world, Breaking Bad. But you know what I think, honestly? Any show that is even somewhat like Breaking Bad, the greatest show in the fucking world, by the way.
You're goddamn right.
And you know what I honestly think? I think any piece of media, any content that takes inspiration or is even somewhat similar to Breaking Bad, the greatest show in the world, is a fucking blessing. And this manga does not disappoint its counterpart in any way. It is... After the first few chapters of reading this manga, it has become one of my most oh my god, I love it. It's one of my favorites. Because each chapter, something exciting and on the edge of your seat happens. It's not one of the ones, at least definitely not so far, where you're just kind of like, oh my god, this is boring. But every single page, every single time a character talks, it's something extremely interesting and thought-provoking. And finding a manga like that is rare in itself. Honestly, I have no doubt that in a matter of time, this is going to be one of the most legendary mangas to exist. The art, the characters, the writing, all of it mixes in to a perfect story. For example, one of the things I love about seeing in manga is, coming of age, seeing a character grow up. And seeing this young, innocent Japanese boy who starts off as a teen, who is naive and doesn't know a thing about the world, grow into, slightly spoiler, a hardened criminal, was something obviously is not commonly too often seen in manga, especially one that is as charming as he is. And of course, it's not a far cry to guess that he's going to become a hardened criminal because his goal in the grand scheme of things, is to make the best opium and be the best drug-selling squad in all of China. So you kind of have to become a little hardened in your little kokoro to kind of become okay with that. So seeing this innocent kid morph into this charming yet cruel character is one that's, clearly not often executed in manga, and if it is hardly ever done well. And fucking is it done well. And the artwork is hauntingly beautiful. It does not shy away from the truth of the drug world, and the art suits so well with its edge-of-the-seat storyline. It's perfect. I literally cannot stress, it's perfect. And one of the things I can appreciate is, with the darker manga, it does not shy away from the reality of being addicted to opium, what it does to your body, like how it kind of decomposes. And it goes into, it shows it all. It shows it all, my guy. I love, and I did not even know about the history of course, Japan's invasion of Manchuria and China, and just in general opium. Although it is a very niche drug, it is still a drug that gets produced to this day. And to learn about the process of opium, to learn about, especially back in the 1930s, how drugs went about being sold, and the sort of different groups and squads trying to sell opium and trying to become the best, and sort of the drama that happens with that, as well as just Chinese history. I love it. I don't know. It's hard. I love it. There's no words. I don't even know what to say. One of the characters I am especially obsessed with is the lead female, Li Hua. She is a badass, sexy woman who uses her charm and her looks to get what she wants in one of the most clever and badass ways. And personally, that's one of my most favorite character archetypes, is when a woman knows her sexiness and uses it to get to a place that she knows she wants to be. Fuck you, you beautiful slut. And being able to delve into her character, which initially comes off as very mysterious, she's clever, she's smart, but nothing is really known about her, and slowly seeing her character develop into someone more open and seeing her past, fuck man, that girl has seen some shit! In general, I don't know how to properly express to you that if you love Breaking Bad, then you're gonna love Manchuria Opium Squad. Of course, it's not in the official English translation yet, it is only in Japanese, but I truly believe that in time it is going to be licensed, because it is just such a great story. And it's one of those mangas that I read that I just seriously can't put down. And it would be a shame not to spread this manga for the rest of the world to read. And I truly believe that, dog. I truly do. So if you know how to read Japanese, then please read Manchuria Opium Squad. If not, then please wait for the English translation, because it's gonna be out. It's gonna be, dog. It's gonna be. And with that being said, I think I said my piece. I said a manga I love. I lived for it. I died for it. I died for it. I'm gonna end this video on the fact that I fucking love you, Li Hua! I wonder what your nipple color is. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are thinking about supporting this channel, then please check out the link here or the links in my description. I am going to be heading back to Japan in a few days. I have a lot of content there that is waiting for me. I just took this chance to talk about a manga that I really love, because so much of my content is back in Japan, so look forward to that. Either way, thank you guys, and I'll see you real soon in the next video. Please take care of yourselves, and I'm fucking out. Oh god, I have to stop quoting that chapter. I have to. It just comes to me like it just. Either way, bye guys. Ta-da!